Somebody asked you that?
I've been asked.
No.
Why
can't you say I'm beautiful without saying, oh, we're black beauty?
You know, but just don't make a comment about somebody's skin.
Ask to laugh back like, oh, that was a good joke. Our experiences as dark-skinned people, like from general people, you know, how it has evolved or whether it has changed as we grow up or has gotten.
It has definitely changed.
For good or for bad?
I think for good. Okay. But then there are still some people in there that have refused to change.
Yeah.
But then I think it's gotten better over time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Personally, I feel like I heard somewhere that Ghanaians are racist.
Oh my god!
Ghanaians are the most racist people, and they sounded so vague. But as a dark-skinned person, I can understand why people will say that.
Yeah.
Because why is it that somebody who is your countryman in code, right? You want to look down on them just because of their skin color. Yeah. It means if you were any lighter, you won't do the worst. Like, do you understand? If you're from another. So I kind of agree.
I agree. Because growing up, I didn't feel the sad truth is that growing up I didn't feel beautiful with my skin. I was being teased in school for being very dark.
Right.
Which was looking back, it's actually very funny.
Yeah.
Because now I really appreciate my skin. I appreciate the fact that I'm a dark-skinned lady.
Absolutely.
And it feels really good. I feel like it's one big blessing from God.
Yeah.
You know, but back then, it feels like even with the boys in the class like the light-skinned girls.
Exactly.
So like, what's wrong with me? Yes. And so, I don't know, but I feel like it's gotten better over time. Now people appreciate, like, you walk in town and somebody would just compliment your skin, someone would just call you, they don't even want to be friends with you, they just want to tell you how beautiful your skin is. It feels nice, but back then you would have never gotten that. You would be teased. I remember I used to be called Blackie.
I know.
And I didn't like it.
It's so annoying. People
would randomly pass that comment.
Yeah.
And
it's annoying.
I don't know whether they expected me to laugh about it.
I know. Like, recently, I was with a certain man. I had just met him because I want to buy something from their shop. And then he said, hey, Mami Braki. And I'm like, you don't even speak good English.
Oh my god. So that's the thing. Like, people still haven't grown out of it. Because you randomly, like, once in a while, even though things have changed over time, you still get people calling you that all the time, and it's not a good feeling.
It's not.
And it's difficult correcting them without making them feel bad, because if you call me Blackie, I can tell you that I would appreciate if you call me by my name. Just address me by my name. What is Blackie? It's like a tag.
Exactly.
And Blackie was like some black tattoos and when I was growing up, so it was there was this black cat called Blackie in one of these books from JHS or primary school. If you went to Ghanaian school, you know this. And then I think fast forward, so that was like primary school JHS, and fast forward I went to senior high school, and over there too, like you have to be in boarding school. I went to boarding school, so then randomly people will pass by and say, oh, when the lights go off, we can't see you.
I know, someone has said that to me,
and so you have to show your teeth.
My problem is that they always say that laughing, and I don't know if they expect us to laugh back, like, oh, that was a good joke.
It wasn't. And people would, and for me, it was girls, it was ladies.
Exactly.
If it's a man doing that, I would not appreciate it, but I feel like coming from a lady, I don't know, but I feel like it should be better coming from a lady. I don't expect such a comment from you.
Oh,
and you say it, and the lights go off, and they are even looking for you.
Yeah, so bad. So bad.
That was
so bad.
That was a very difficult phase, because in that moment I couldn't stand up for myself, and I think that people were not getting the recognition enough. So I would laugh about it, but deep down,
it's like
I was hurt. I did not appreciate such a comment. And it kept on happening.
Do you think it affected your confidence? Do you think it affects people's confidence level today?
I believe it does. I believe it does. So now I tell people to be careful of the things they say. If you have nothing good to say about someone's skin, just don't make a comment about it. There's really nothing wrong in just being silent about it. But yeah, I think it does. It plays a huge role with regards to your self-esteem. As I said, I didn't feel very beautiful when I was growing up. Because of all these comments, making me feel like being dark is you're inferior for them.
It's like you're starting from the bottom by just being dark.
Yes. I remember someone made a comment when I was growing up, I think when I was a teenager. There was a man, came from a man, and he was like, oh, when you're with a light-skinned woman, a light-skinned woman is like a flower on the roadside, like it's so visible.
I think I've heard something like that.
When you see it, it's so visible and it catches your eye. But a dark-skinned woman, you'd have to stare for you to see. What kind of comparison is that?
My problem is, what is the motive? Like, why are you saying this? Why?
And I think that there's even a way people compliment even certain dark-skinned people.
Exactly.
Why
can't you say I'm beautiful without saying, oh, we are black beauty? Like, why?
There's just something off about that. So even though we've evolved,
it feels wrong.
There's still something wrong. We are not there yet. We are still not there yet. We are still not appreciating the dark skin. And I don't judge. So recently I was on TikTok.
I'll judge. It's wrong.
I was on TikTok and then I chanced on a video of this young lady. We were in school together. So when I quickly told my sister, and I was in school, I was one of the darkest, and she was really dark too. So I chanced on her video, and I called out to my sister that come and see this girl. She had bleached her skin.
Oh, she's a dark skin girl.
She was a dark skin girl like me. And now I don't even know what to call her skin now because it's not even brown and it's not dark. It's just completely different. She has like dark patches, she has brown. And she was such a beautiful girl. And I was looking back and wondering why would she want to do that? And it's because of the pressure. And it's because they don't feel, you're not made to feel beautiful enough. So then
it's like you have to do something
to change my dark skin. And so I think bleaching your skin is very wrong. It has huge
repercussions.
Exactly. But then sometimes I can't blame them too much for making such a decision because of the pressure that comes with having a dark skin. It's not very easy.
It's crazy.
It's not, and it's really difficult. Even in terms of, I think a lot of people can try new products, but as a dark skin, you just can't try anything.
The skin is delicate.
Very delicate. And I remember people would randomly say, hey, you become fair.
Yes.
And I don't know whether they say,
what are you using?
Yes.
Like, so the unspoken thing is more like, hey, are you trying to bleach your skin? True.
But the thing is, when you meet us on the onset, we are very dark because you probably haven't met someone as dark as us. Exactly. But then when you get closer, or when you see us for a very long time.
Yeah, you're saying, but when you see us
continuously,
you
get used to. Like, you don't see us as dark,
like black,
initially,
like,
you know. And then people would randomly pass this comment that, oh, you become fair. What am I supposed to do with that information? So they don't know that when they say that, it begins to bother you.
Exactly.
You're not doing anything differently. But then somebody's telling you that you're light, you're getting light, you're getting lighter, and then you're wondering. Then you start looking in the mirror, always checking this, checking that, just to see. Puts you on edge. You know, but just don't make a comment about somebody's skin. It's unless maybe the person is really bleaching. But other than that, I don't think that you have to pass.
There's always a way to see something.
And if the person is not your friend, I don't think that you even have the right, because these things are very personal things. Let's respect people's boundaries when it comes to that, because they don't have an idea how it affects you. They don't. I was constantly thinking about whether I'm getting lighter, whether there's anything I'm using differently, but I wasn't. So then I'm like, is it the weather? They don't get it. They don't get it. But it's something we have to take note of going forward, so that we do not just randomly pass certain comments about people's complexions.
I think that we can do better as a people.
We really can,
in general. Yes, as a people, because it's always the audacity from you. People you don't know from
Oh my goodness.
They just see you, and just because of your skin, they feel like they can see anything at all.
Yeah.
Another thing that I feel like people think is a compliment, but I don't find it as a compliment is, you know, I don't know if you've had that experience. Like you're randomly walking in town and somebody sees you and says, "Mami bra, white."
Oh my
and
goodness.
White. And I'm like, bro, leave me alone.
Yes. You know how when you get into a new place, you just want to keep your head down. You don't want to be the center of attention and all of that. And then all of a sudden, some random woman just comes to you, some random man just comes to you, and they're telling you how. I mean, they're giving you unsolicited advice, and then other people are looking at you.
Yeah.
They start talking about your skin. Oh my God, that is not a nice thing. Let's stop that.
If you do that, stop. Okay.
Yes. Until you're actually close to the person, you've engaged the person, you're in a conversation, and you can pass that comment, but you don't know the person from. I get that. Okay, you're trying to be sweet. You don't have any bad intentions, but then
it's not pleasant.
It's not pleasant. It's really not. Because I remember when I was younger, I used to go to the market with my mother and follow her, and then we'll go, hey, so why does somebody always put a cane? Yeah, one of these market women. She was, hey, I'm poor, what it? I'm poor, we're strong.
I thought the only one is so bad.
We do it unconsciously.
You don't know if you should laugh in the moment. If you should, it's like why?
Yes, but it's wrong.
Yeah,
you can't do that. You really cannot do that. There's a very nice way of complimenting somebody or passing a very nice comment that will make them feel appreciated. Yeah. And when you do that, it takes all of that away. Yeah. In that moment, I just want the ground to open because I don't want to be there. Yeah. You know? So I think that we have to do better as a people. Yeah.
What are some of the horrible comments you've received from people about your skin? Any you remember? Whether as a child, as an adult? On top of your head, yes.
Oh my God, I've had so many. I think over the years I've tried not to overthink it.
Yeah. From family, from friends, from mates.
So my mom tells me, my mom used to tell me this. So I come from a family where my mom's side, they are the dark people. And then my dad's side, they have very lighter, people. So they are, you think they're half caste or something. They are very light skin. So I remember when I was born, my mom would tell me that, my grandma came to the hospital. God bless her, so she did. But then my grandma and my great grandmother, from my dad's side, so they were coming from the lighter side. Came to the hospital, and then I was laying down as a baby, and then she picked me up. When she picked me up, she was like, hey, I prefer baby, obey to papa. My mother didn't understand.
As a baby,
my mom was in the hospital when they came. Hey, what are you doing, Papa? So my mom was.
How do you even know?
Because I mean, I'm a baby. Then she was like, my mom. I said, why is she saying that? She's like, so they said I had really dark ears.
So they say that that you can tell the complexion of the baby by looking at the ear.
Yeah. So that's not. So she's telling me about it. We're laughing about it, but thinking back, that's not a nice thing to say. Somebody just had a baby.
About a baby.
And some of these comments come from family. Like it comes from people that you least expect.
Exactly.
I don't mean to change the topic or anything, but even people who are body shamed, most of the time it comes from their family. Absolutely. They would pass such comments. So that was one thing I heard I didn't like. And I think another thing, like people would ask me, they'll say when every baby is born, they are born light skin and then later they get darker if they're supposed to. So was I born
dark?
Light skin. Like what kind of a comment?
Somebody asked you that?
Yeah. I've been asked.
No.
So when you're a baby, when you were born, when you're dark or you, I'm like, how?
And the person was expecting a response.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Charlie.
And in those times, you don't know what to say.
Do better.
And people would ask you, like some of the comments are very, very personal and very like, is every part of your body dark? I don't know what I'm supposed to say to such comments. Yes, people ask questions that you sit back and you wonder, what were you thinking? Some of the comments are really bad. Really, really bad. If you had a chance to change your skin, would you change it?
Why are you asking me that?
Yes. Hey, we get to papa.
Yeah, I know, right?
We get to. So people say with this disgust.
Yeah.
Like I'm complimenting you, but hey, we get to.
And with a shock on their face, and
then you'd have, and then another thing people do, they would have another dark person, then they would put their hand.
I know. Oh, it's not pleasant.
I'm not comparing myself to anybody. We are all unique. We all have beautiful skin, whether light skin, dark skin, we're all beautiful. Why do we have to compare?
It's not pleasant at all.
And stop describing people by their complexion. I don't think it's a beautiful thing. Let's address people by their names. Let's stop
by their names. By their names. If you are genuinely shocked, you see, you don't have to express every emotion you feel.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes.
You don't have to show me how shocked you are because of my skin color. You don't have to. Yeah. Because think about the why. Why am I doing this?
And how's it going to make you
How is it going to benefit anybody?
Exactly.
If it does not, your answer is no. Don't express it. If you don't think they are beautiful, you don't have to say they're too dark.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Like, you don't have to. You have to think about. And you see, I always say that if you are coming to tell me how dark I am, don't you think I know that already?
I do.
So why are you giving me that?
I've lived all my life. You can't tell me what I don't know, especially when it's that obvious.
It's glaring. Oh, Ninja, do better. Okay, do better.
And then another struggle.
Yeah.
I think another struggle is, as we're growing up, obviously when I was younger, we didn't have to go through this, but then growing up as a dark skinned girl, when it comes to makeup artists, not having your foundation, your shade of foundation, or makeup products, it's a very sad thing. Because I guess that most of the type of makeups they do, or for the people they do, they are light-skinned people. So then it's either you're appearing lighter, the face looking brown. It's just not complementing your skin. And then you get the excuse, I don't get a lot of dark skin models, so then I don't have those. So then you, the dark skin person, you'd have to invest in getting some makeup products for yourself so that you don't appear a certain way. It's also a bit of a struggle. Already.
Oh, but whilst we are at this, put in the comments if you're a dark skinned girl or guy. You've had some horrible comments from people concerning your skin, and let's encourage each other. I think that for what's worth, I haven't met a dark skinned person who is like ugly. I don't really think there's anybody who's ugly. Right? It's just perspective. It is what you know as beautiful and what you're seeing. Maybe the two don't marry. That's why you think that, oh, this person. But who even sets the beauty standards? We are all created by God. And when it comes to the people who like stand on business about skin color and you're too make them say and those things, I feel like you want to limit God, because why is it that God is God and He should create everybody and everybody should have the same skin tone? Like, think deeply about it. Let's leave the whole tease and troll and think about the grand scheme of things. Asians look different from Americans, right? Why is it that you want everybody, from what you're saying, if you keep talking down on dark skinned people, it's like you want everybody to look a certain way, and that's limiting God. You know, some of the beautiful people I've seen in my world, they are the dark-skinned girls, you know. And if you are a dark-skinned girl and you feel less of a person, especially if you're a lady, I want to tell you that I don't know you, but you're beautiful.
Yes.
And
you are.
I know a light-skinned person who always says, hey, I like the way your skin is even. Like, I wish my skin was as even.
So we don't have to do too much.
I know. So don't beat yourself. Don't consider bleaching. It's not worth it. I promise you, it's not worth it. It's not, and you are ridding someone else of getting confidence. Maybe somebody in your circle needs to see how you are bold about, because it's your skin. What can you do about it? It's like the outfit you never take off.
Yes.
You know, it's your skin. So
see it as a blessing.
Yeah.
And I would like to add one thing.
Yeah.
So whenever you feel like that, I think that we also sometimes forget the community background. There's always one dark person. So okay, let me just give this example. I had an insecurity, right?
Yeah.
Yes, apart from my dark skin at that point.
Yeah.
So I have like another insecurity, and growing up I wanted to find somebody with that condition and have a conversation with them. So that I can appreciate my struggles, they can appreciate what I'm also going through. So what I'm just trying to say is, as a dark person, you can also, whenever you feel like that, whenever you feel like you don't feel like you're beautiful enough, you can find somebody. Be careful of who you can't talk to just everybody, but there's always somebody who is willing to listen to you and then talk to that person, because we all need each other. We all need somebody, somebody who understands the kind of struggle, so that you're not pressured to go and bleach your skin just because of what you are going through. For you know, this person has already been through it and is willing to, you know, support you, motivate you, and for you to make the right choices. So just talk to somebody.
I think that's a very important.
And talk to God. Most importantly, there was a point where I had to recite every morning that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Because I felt ugly. I felt that I was not beautiful because of my dark skin. And it's a positive confession. Once you keep repeating it starts, I don't know, it just does something to your brain, and like you start to feel beautiful. So just keep talking to God, keep talking to yourself. I mean, remind yourself of these scriptures in the Bible, and then talk to someone. Yeah, good to go.
Yeah, I don't know why in this moment I don't remember some of the horrible things that were done to me in school, but
how can you forget?
I promise that sometimes when something hurts you so much, you just forget about it.
Yes.
It goes into a part of your brain that as a one kind but
you don't want to.
People have said horrible things about my skin, you know, and I'm not a very tall person to Ntinene.
Oh my goodness.
That's how they describe you. Yeah, in school.
No.
Blackie, I've heard it too many times.
It's not a nice comment.
Too many times. Blackie. And those who have problems with their L and their R,
my God.
They have the guts to say Blackie.
No
so you want
way.
to tease me, you like,
and you won't even say it right.
Make it make sense. You know?
But it's not.
It's
really not.
And when people say it's like now, in this day and time, I'm shocked.
Yes.
I'm like, where do you come from?
Yes.
Why are you able to say that way?
Yeah. I don't know, but it just tells me a lot about you.
Absolutely.
I can introduce myself and you would still not want to address me by my name. Yeah. You would want to call me Blackie. Yeah. It's not a nice thing.
No, it's not.
I wish there was a better way of telling you how nice thing this is.
It's not.
That was it. It's a predominant, comment. Yeah. You would hear it as a dark skin person growing up.
Blackie.
Yeah.
Blackie, Blackie. That was Jesus.
Goodness.
And they do it to the guys too.
Yeah.
Because guys are conditioned to not like, they always laugh about it, but I know that
they also
some of
have
them
their struggles. I've never been able to do all that ones for I used to be my hair
because of what?
Insecurity is greater.
Because of your forehead.
And I don't have edges.
On the forehead, but do I have edges?
My edges are growing.
They're growing.
Look, my hair here. It's
not the only part, but they should look at the hair. This is the hair. Like, sorry. All the blood. I need to cut it a little. Cut!
It's getting long
now.
Too long for my liking. Now what's happening? Why is this thing slanted? It's such a
I'm so happy about I know. I like my hair by 28 whole minutes. It's really cut.
Who wants to
It's a very party. Exactly.